Hello, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. I just now realized I did not check my sound, so just a moment while we make sure that that's working. It seems to be working, so we're good. Hey there, Dorothea, joining us early today. Welcome, welcome. Let's check in with the kitties real quick. We do have 3 on the bed. I moved one of the blankets. I see I can have the gray comforter a little further up. But we've got 3 there. We've got 3. Sammy is on my lap. Molly is not visible. That can be concerning. Ember is getting a drink. But how we doing, folks? How we doing? I'm feeling a little motivated. I'm hoping that this game turns out well. It is apparently made by the groups behind Danganronpa. You can really see that in the visual style and in some of the themes. It looks like the social interaction portions are really going to resemble Danganronpa. And Zero Escape, which is a escape room death game kind of thing. It has the social aspects and it has a periodic tactical game thing. Additionally, there's supposed to be like 100 endings that are non-trivial. Like, not bad end, game over endings. They are supposed to be tangible. So we'll see if that's true. We'll have to see if it's true. Now, we won't be using the game sound for music. We won't be using the game music. There's a lot of vocal-bearing tracks. I checked the soundtrack, and those tend to be licensed, and I just don't want to bother. So, somber strings and piano to go with, the mayhem. We'll see how that do. Hey, Daniel. Welcome. Give Sammy some back scratches here. We'll switch over and... Game. Okay. Welcome. We are just getting started. Button scheme's a little wonky, but I'll get used to it. I've been playing a bit of the Lunar remaster, and that one's button scheme is a bit wonky. Hello, Adolfo. Hello. For those interested, it looks like there is essentially an easy combat mode available in the game. We won't be using that. I want to see how it plays without that well before we get in there. I am planning on doing a bit of a come what may style playthrough. If we lose, we lose. And we'll start and try to get further. Space is confirm. Space is confirm. X is cancel. Yes, I can do that. It's actually not a bad button scheme. It's just gotta get used to it. This is a mature rated game. There will be blood and violence.
Nothing ever happens to me.
Just in case, heads up.
Each day is just like the day before and the day before that.
Might have to adjust the voice.
I live my life in
bit,
the same town with the same people, watching the same commonplace events play out day after day.
Feel free to chatter.
Just a
it is a
mundane,
turn-based game,
life,
my understanding, so there
nothing
will
more,
be plenty of time to
nothing
chat.
less.
Oh, it is a artificial artificial environment. Neat.
As an administrative announcement, it is now morning. Let's all look forward to another day filled with peace and tranquility.
Yep. Same old, same
Day
old.
full of peace and tranquility. That
This is how it's
what
always
we call
been.
foreshadowing.
And probably how it always will be.
Oh, and then he doubles down on the foreshadowing. Well done. It's the equivalent of saying, in this peaceful backwater town where nothing exciting ever happens. Your life's gonna get burned down.
Coming.
Well, there's our protagonist. You can tell by his hair.
It's about time. Your father already left for work.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Sleepyhead hero is a
Morning,
trope.
What are you doing helping yourself to breakfast? This isn't even your house.
Hmm? Come on, it's not that big a deal.
She's right, Takumi. You and Kato have known each other so long, she's practically one of the family.
Well, he did
I
inherit
don't
the
know
hair.
why you don't just get married and make it official already.
And the eyes,
Sheesh,
apparently.
Mom! Don't encourage her!
I don't think I've ever seen a
These eggs are delicious.
hoodie with the logo that way, so it would be
Sure,
on your
putting them
forehead
away.
if you pulled the hood down.
I can't help
And
it.
hello,
Your
JD.
mom's such a great cook.
We're just getting started with the game.
Thank you, dear. It's nice to know somebody appreciates me.
So, what about your mom? Did she make it home yesterday?
No, she's been too busy with her research lately.
Uh-huh.
Getting
Your
some good
mother's
character
really
exposition in.
Raising a daughter all on her own while juggling a full-time job can't be easy for her.
I guess so.
Well, it's not like I mind you coming over. Just call first, okay?
Molly's eyeballing me.
Sure.
Come by anytime you want, morning, noon, or night. We'll always be glad to see you here. To tell you the truth, I always wanted a daughter.
Wow,
It
harsh.
must be such a disappointment to you.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, Tacky. You're the best.
This is a style
yeah.
from a particular set of
Sure.
games, but additionally, we're gonna see some, as far as what you might be used to from drawn or flat style anime, you're definitely gonna
man.
see
Got that big test
little
coming up
more,
soon. What a drag.
particular
complaining
artifacts
about?
related to 3D.
I've never seen you take a test you didn't ace.
It's just a matter of studying hard enough. Mom likes it when I get good grades.
There are some tropey things
Hey,
in
we
2D
should do a
anime
study
that
session.
don't convey well in
We'll
3D.
ace the test together and make both our moms happy.
Academia is not really my forte.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Tacky. I guarantee it.
Well, maybe you're right. With enough lucky guesses, I can fudge my way to a passing grade, no problem.
It's not exactly the positive outlook I was looking for. At this rate, we're gonna have a long way to go.
Each day is just like the day before and the day before that.
It is
I live my
3D
life in the
attempting
same
to present
town with the
anime
same
style,
people,
yes.
watching the same commonplace events play out
But happily
day after
not
day.
terrible like some of
Mundane
them end
average
up being.
life. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, huh?
This is an administrative announcement. All citizens report to your nearest shelter until further notice. This is an administrative announcement.
Another alert, huh? Feels like there's been more of them lately. Huh? Don't worry, it'll be all right. This happens all the time. You know it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know. It's just...
Cat yowl.
I don't like sirens. They always remind me of that time when my dad died.
Bit of in situ character narration.
Let's get you to a shelter. The closest one is... right over there.
There are plenty of examples of real bad 3D anime out there. This is pretty solid.
Watch your step.
Okay,
You can tell when they're using it as an actual like tool to animate with, as opposed to a
What
short.
do you know? Looks like we've
Very
got the whole
obvious.
place to ourselves. The security alerts are just another part of our daily lives. When you hear the alarm, you go to a shelter until the
Thanks,
danger
Sobu.
passes.
Those three are Sherbet,
What exactly
Sky,
that
and
danger
Mason.
is,
Lower
none of
left,
us know
upper
for
right,
sure.
lower right.
Nobody remembers a time before these alerts, or why they started in the first place. As a society, we've accepted that this is the way it is, and let them become something normal. Mundane, even. We'll be okay. Nothing bad is gonna happen. Nothing ever does.
Man, he is invoking fate.
Say the thing.
Really? Again?
Please, for me.
Well, there's a blush.
Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Kadoa. No matter what.
Promise?
You're squeezing me really tight.
Ah, my ribs. Well, he says squeezing him really tight. I mean, that's got to be a vice grip if that's what he's saying and how he's saying it on his arm. Like, she's definitely causing some bruising.
It is now safe to continue your day as normal. Please exit the shelters in a calm and orderly manner.
I know what you were attempting to type there, Dorothea, but foreshadowing would be very different.
Right.
See? Everything's
But
just
yes,
the same
much
as always.
foreshadowing.
Come on. We'll be late for school.
Yeah. We should hurry.
Nice little stairs. They've got like little LEDs under them. Oh. Ow, yes.
You okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a relief.
Dog.
What are you doing here, little guy? You lost? Hey! Where are you going?
Don't run off on your own! Oh, great. Where did she get to now? Hey!
Cute little
Kadoa!
They're showing us that it's not a perfectly gardened city or curated city, because that alley is very traditional, you know? Grungy, graffiti, extra garbage.
I don't
Clearly
remember there
the
being a
bad
school
part of
around
town.
here. Looks like the place is abandoned. Oh! Kadoa! What is she thinking?
Interesting. Okay. Left, right movement with running. That's not dash, that's fast forward. Neom. Oh yeah, yeah. Very Danganronpa. If you're not familiar, I did some streams of Danganronpa. I suggest stopping at the first one. Failing that, definitely stop before the third one. Or before the end of the second one.
Kadoa?
Dog.
It's you. What in the... Whoa!
Takumi Samino, congratulations! You have been chosen!
Jiggly.
Huh?
Hey there, Lore.
What is this thing? Some kind of weird toy? Or a robot, maybe? And how does it know my name?
I've finally got you all to myself.
disconcerting
That
phrase.
girl chasing me wasn't part of the plan at all. I hate it when people go off script. I guess I can't blame her, though. There's just something about me that's totally irresistible, wouldn't you say? Such an attractive young lady, too. The two of you seemed awfully close.
Wow, they are putting
Just
all of the
how
creeper
much does
vibes
that
in this
girl
guy
mean
all
to
at
you?
once.
Huh?
Very in quick
Oh,
succession.
don't be so bashful, fella. Nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, it'll make things a lot easier. I'm gonna need you to shove this into your chest. Pointy end first, of course.
What? Another alarm already.
This is an emergency announcement. The complex's danger level has been raised to red alert. All citizens report to your
You see? While you're here dilly-dallying, it's already begun.
Dilly-dally.
It's begun? What has?
Why, the end of the peaceful, everyday life you have been living, of course.
Huh?
Blobby drawn
Yep,
eyes.
that's the face everyone makes at first. I never get tired of seeing it. Thought your life would go on like this forever, didn't ya? It's okay. It's just the way people are. But starting
Ministers, all get
today,
out.
your life is about to change. Pack your bags, mister. You're going to war. Hey, where you going?
He is our Monokuma
You
stand-in,
forgot
it would
this!
seem.
Come back! Come on!
Hey there, don't know.
What the hell was that just now?
Welcome.
Taki!
We're still in the opening story sequence.
God, where have you been?
The alert just now. It was different from the normal one, right? What's going on?
It's okay, we're gonna be okay. Just be careful, I ran into this really weird thing back there. Ah!
That seems real bad.
What was that? Oh, what is it now?
Well then.
Come on, let's get out of
All
here!
those growths are very they're like little hands leaking out of it. Neat.
What the hell was that? And what is going on here? Nothing ever happened to me.
But that
Just
leaking
like the day
hand
before
stuff
and the
seems
day
to be
before
like
that.
blood.
Until now.
Well, and
I
they're
lived my
super
life
killing
in the
people.
same
Yeah.
town, with the same people, watching the same commonplace events
Punch
play
down.
out day after day. And now all that is changing. Everything I thought I knew is falling apart all around me.
Oh yeah. Maximum
Why is
violence.
this happening? Oh, damn it!
If nothing else, we have that to look forward to.
What happened? Karua! I have to protect her. Have to protect Karua. I promised. I said I'd be there for her. No matter what. No. Get away from her!
You want to save that girl, right?
Pops in there like an intermission sequence in an anime. Yep. Of course you do. You'd have to be downright heartless to stand by and watch a dear friend suffer at a time like this.
Oh.
It's just a shame there's nothing you can do about it the way you are now.
Oh.
And don't go thinking some hero is going to swoop in and save her for you either.
Whew.
Life is cruel. That's just the way it is.
Ah!
Those oh wow. That's a term to choose. Those monsters are going to violate the poor girl in all kinds of nasty ways until she's begging for the sweet release of death. Well, okay, motivation.
Ah!
We'll probably tear her limbs off one by one, while you sit here, helpless to do anything to ease her suffering. Don't like it? Well, there's only one thing to do. You have to save her yourself. But how? Here, you left this behind. You need to shank yourself, or there's no other way. No time like the present. Think of this as an impromptu entrance exam. I mean, yeah. I mean, you could call it an entrance exam if you have to insert the knife. What am I supposed to do? That dagger is imbued with a very special power, something far beyond your understanding.
Aha!
Once you plunge it into your body, the power will flow into you, giving you everything you need to fight. Reminds me a bit of, let's see, Persona 3. Different concept, but visually very similar gimmick. Don't know, yes. This is made by the group behind Danganronpa and behind 0 Point. Those two groups together. So, absolutely like the Danganronpa style. Power? Fight? I don't. Just give it a try. Just give it a try. If you don't like it, you're still going to be stabbed and you'll probably die. Well, the character's on the same page with me. Give it a try. You're telling me to stab myself in the chest.
Ooh.
This is no time to dilly-dally. Or shilly-shally, for that matter. And don't even get me started on filly-fallying. Never heard filly-fally. Now, so he's got the little steam jets from his head that are the old cartoon style of, anger, but they have the comic book style of leaping into the air that looks like he's, venting from the bottom. I mean, come on, there's a damsel in distress who needs saving. What are you waiting for, a written invitation?
Aha!
You're running out of time, Well, we don't seem to. We've gone into, turn-based dialogue moment, and we have spent a great deal of time in that dialogue moment, if for no other reason than counting the sentences.
If you don't do something soon, your pretty little friend is done for. You're the only one who can save her. You can do it. No, you have to do it.
One thing of note is they're not going with the Danganronpa neon paint in lieu of blood, so expect bits. Ara. What's it gonna be? Will you join the fight? Hardly makes a difference to me if one teenage girl dies a horrible death. I mean, on the way here, a whole bunch of them died a horrible death. What happens next is all up to you. It's up to me. Very Danganronpa. Wow. Okay, forgive me if we have to do this all over again, but I am compelled. I am compelled. We have to say no.
No!
After all that, you're saying no. What now? You're gonna write a crappy review about how the game was too short and ask for a refund? Oh, excellent. Go ahead, see if I care. I never liked you anyway. That's fair. Okay, okay. They were nice about this. They were nice about this. Right back to the decision. Oh, look at that. Okay, we've got good visual novel stuff here. You see the little check mark right there by the ear. That means we've already taken that path. Excellent. This is one of the ways you can tell a bad visual novel from a good one when there's branching paths. You need to make it clear in your user interface if it's a path that a person has been down. Otherwise, it's tedious and it leads you to just looking up guides. Fight.
Damn.
This had better work. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I was acting. I was acting more out of desperation than anything. I picked up the dagger and removed it from its sheath to get a proper look at it. Looks like it's already crusted with blood at the tip. Simple handguard, very much a dagger handguard. Blazing a dark red, so dark it was almost black. Looking at it was like gazing at a pool of blood. Hiccup, excuse me. The sight of it filled me with dread.
Here goes nothing!
Took the dagger in both hands, gritted my teeth against the incoming pain, and thrust the blade into my chest. Wow. Total exsanguination. Blood-based magical girl transformation sequence go. Complete with almost nudity. Okay, that's cool. Well then. Gotta appreciate an exposed
Feels good
heart
to have
like
all
thing.
that power coursing through you, doesn't it? We call this hemo-anima.
Hemo-anima?
Rah! But never mind what it's called. Just use it. Kill those things. Eliminate the threat to your town, your home, to those you hold dear.
It's not quite, but effectively something like blood power, you know? Very much a Fanta ad. Don't know. Annihilate all enemies. We lose if the main character dies. Or if she dies. So this is the other aspect. There are periodic tactical battles, like grid battles. Choose character,
My turn!
Choose to act. Select side slash. Thanks for swinging through, Dorothea. Green spaces are areas you can move to, and red are areas where you can attack. After selecting a skill, you will be able to move and attack simultaneously. That's kind of nice. It's not move and then swing, it's here's how you will be able to attack. Yellow spaces represent the attack range. Place your cursor on the exclamation mark to attack 5 enemies at once. Darumar, normal enemies.
Yeah!
Oh, he's got a cape. Isn't that nice? Now the question is it like a military overcoat? That would be the full stereotype there. When you use a skill, you will consume AP. Is it now? Well, I haven't heard that, don't know. I will take it as a compliment. Thank you. When you use a skill, you'll consume AP, shown in the upper left part of the screen. You can take as many actions as you want per turn until your AP reaches 0. AP is fully restored every turn. Okay, you get move points. Characters that have taken an action will become inflicted with fatigue, preventing them from moving more than a single space. Okay, and he is fatigued.
Say when!
Once you've acted, you can't move much further. Minions. Oh, we don't have gigantic damage numbers to begin with. That's good. Continually approaching the battlefield, small enemies with high move stats can be quick to breach your defenses. Be sure to prioritize taking them out first.
Let's go!
T or escape. Okay, and you can bank AP.
Say when! Take this!
Voltage will accumulate as you fight enemies. When it reaches 100% or more, okay, we have a limit break meter. Attacks are powerful moves that allow you to strike without spending AP. Instead, the character will be inflicted with stun, preventing them from taking any action until the end of the following turn. Okay, well that's a heavy price. Do his special attack.
My turn!
Crimson Assault.
Gotcha!
Oh, dramatic. The achievement for starting here is the end of your peaceful life.
I knew you could do it! Nobody can spot fighting potential like I can! Whoa!
Karuha, are you okay?
Tacky!
You're safe now. Everything's gonna be fine.
The jagged edge around the kind of energy heart
What
that
are
he
you
has.
wearing?
It's a long story. I'm not sure I even understand myself.
Well, welcome on the
I knew
Twitch
you'd
side.
protect me. I knew you'd keep your promise.
There's also widescreen mode on YouTube if you prefer that.
Ah! How touching! A knight in shining armor, charging in to rescue his princess from danger.
Tacky,
All right, whatever you are. I want answers. Just what is going on here?
Congrats again, Takumi Samino! You passed the test, and you did it with flying colors. You're now an official member of my illustrious academy!
Real
Academy?
Danganronpa vibes, you know?
I hereby, formally, and majestically authorize your immediate transfer! Congratulations! Hooray! Hooray! Woohoo! Yeah! See you on the other side!
Karuha!
Well then. Trippy. Getting some through the looking glass. Do you think there's going to be blood imagery? I think there's going to be more blood imagery. I have a hunch. Day 1. ... Double ... Ooh, triple ellipses. Wow. Extra weight. Yep. Waking up in a classroom.
Where am I?
I came to with my head resting on a hard wooden desk. My head still felt fuzzy as I tried to make sense of my surroundings.
A classroom?
Did I fall asleep at my desk? Is this my desk? How did I even get here? I don't remember a thing.
What happened to me?
Looking around the classroom only brought more questions. Yep. Classroom with a whole rogues gallery. Several others my own age were also here, each of them slumped over a desk, just like I'd been a moment ago.
Huh?
What gives?
Ah!
Where am I and who are you guys? How did I get here? I'd never met any of them before. Judging from the uneasy glances they were all throwing around, nobody else seemed to know each other either. Wow. He is our hard-bitten, strangely older-looking character. What is this place anyway? Some kind of messed-up classroom? Got the chest scars and the kind of the belly wrap thing going for a gangster vibe with him. Then is this a school? Doesn't look like any school I've ever been to.
Huh.
I don't recognize it either. See, that character in particular looks familiar, wasn't? No. Nah. Can anyone tell me what's going on here? No one made any move to answer. We all just stood there in an uncomfortable silence. We were all in the same boat. None of us had any idea how or why we'd been brought to this strange place. That is either some interesting makeup choices or an impressive facial scar. They definitely have a style. You guys know what this means, right? Oh man, look at the giant clothespin or safety pin on the lower right side of her skirt/shirt thing, as well as the giant one on her choker. I mean, a situation like this, there's only one possible explanation. You know why we're here? Elementary, my dear Clarissa. Stick with me and I'll explain it all. Okay. 1, does anybody get the reference? And 2, who is that for? 90s sitcoms, go. I think it was 90s, wasn't it? Late 90s? Maybe early 2000s? I thought late 90s, though. Maybe not late 90s, maybe early to mid. Anyway. Well, that's a... Your laugh is way creepy. And my name's not Clarissa. I'm gonna take a look outside. He has like an old style military or really kind of scruffy like formal school cap going on there. The boy who'd spoken went to the door and tried to pull it open, but okay, so the door won't open. I'm not scared or anything, just so you guys know. Profanity. On the other side of the door, someone else was trying to tear the shutters off the windows, without success. The other side of the classroom. I mean, it's not cartoony giant slabs of metal with big old bolts holding it shut, but we've got the same general vibe of kind of the blast doors have closed. Open, I'm not screwing around here. It appears we're locked in. Obviously, someone didn't want us leaving on our own. Locked in? You mean we've been kidnapped? No freaking way. I don't understand it either. Why would anyone want to shut us all up inside a school? This whole day's just been one big mess. That's right, I do remember something. This thing I remember, I was fighting some kind of weird monsters. There was a bright light, and then I was here. Same here, I was all swing, swing, swing. Again, I don't think that one's meant to be a reference, but given the prior reference, that makes her statement awkward. And the monsters were all, oof, blarg, bort, I'm dead. For real? You guys had to fight those things too? From the sound of it, we all did. And all that really happened? I thought I just drifted off into some immature fantasy. All of us had the same experience? Then let me just confirm something. Did you also speak to that adorable mascot creature? Well, part of that sentence. Adorable mascot? She mean that thing? I don't know if I describe him that way, but I talked to some kind of mascot, yeah. Then, are you saying the one who brought us all here? I can only imagine that charming yet devious little creature is the one behind it. So you have the very otherwise business-like figure. So she's wearing more like fitted clothing. She has a very formal stance. Usually with glasses, that kind of thing. She's got the long hair to go with it. She's taking charge, but then she's also got the trope of she is very clearly going to like geek out about cute things. That's the vibe that I'm already getting with this character. Of the reviews that I did see of this, one of them was, you're gonna get pretty tropey characters, and she is definitely one for sure too. That thing shut us up in here? I don't get it. Just what does he want us to do anyway? Isn't it obvious? A group of students waking up in a weird school with no way out? A shadowy mastermind hiding behind a cute mascot character? Yeah! It's a killing game. We're going to be forced to murder each other in increasingly elaborate and ingenious ways. A killing game? Wait, I'm not doing this. I refuse to murder anyone. No matter what this mastermind says. Dude, you're totally going to be the first victim. Saying stuff like that is going to trip all kinds of flags. Shut up, you're going to jinx it. That's when it happened. The chime that has become a standard amongst many schools around the world. It's time to get to know your new team. Introduce ourselves. What does it mean by teammates? Guess whoever's in charge wants us to get to know one another. This is so not the time for that. Someone help me break down this door. We gotta get out of here. Just try it. We've probably got bombs implanted in us that'll explode if we try to damage school property. She seems really excited about this prospect. Oh, it's a killing game. I've always wanted to be in one of these. That sounds like something that might actually happen. Well, we've got our scaredy goober character. We'll see if he has a redemption moment kind of scenario. At any rate, I don't need to hear your life stories to know how incompetent you all are. Yep, so we have Angry Violent Guy, or at least he is presented as Angry Violent Guy. He could also be the looks terrifying but is actually really nice, but we'll see how that unfolds. Who you call incompetent? I'm gonna let that slide. What do you think, I won't hit you just because you're a girl? Well, you're right about that. I don't hit girls or kids or old people. It's just an ironclad rule with me. You answered your own question without any prompting from me. You're even more insecure than I thought. You want to die? I don't hit girls or kids or old people, but I will kill you. I won't hit you, but I didn't say anything about smothering. Come on, please. Perhaps we should do as the blackboard says, at least until we know more about the situation. Getting kind of vibes of, we had like the silver-haired kid in the second Danganronpa. The seems nice and friendly at the beginning. Can't hurt to just exchange names with some basic information, right? I agree. Trying to resist a kidnapper tends to end badly for the victims. It's like we're doing introductions now. Like this is the first day of school or something. I'll just talk to everyone one at a time and see how it goes. Further tutorials. Your room, you can move the on-screen cursor with IJ. Wow. Okay, that's a choice. If I had to guess, this is in lieu of the directional pad. Or a second analog. Investigating places with an exclamation point will progress the story. The story guide will show you on the right side of the screen, so give it a look if you're feeling lost. You can also double-check which places you can investigate by pressing F. Make sure to proactively check any places that seem interesting. Boop. Oh yeah, we've got our Danganronpa / Phoenix Wright kind of look at the stuff. Someone I should talk to first.
Sup? Name's Takamaru Yakushiji.
Neat.
I'ma warn you right now. If you see me getting mad, just keep your distance. Once somebody sets me off, I punch first and ask questions later. Can't help myself.
You know, hoodlum with a code of honor kind of character. Talk about anger
So hey,
issues.
you fought those monsters, right? That mean you transformed too?
Transformed? Yeah, I guess you could call it that. It just kind of happened in the heat of the moment.
This indicating that that is a mechanic, it's not just him.
I know, right? How freaking cool was that?
Huh?
I felt like some kind of hero out of a kid's TV show. Getting to go wild with all that power was such a rush.
Honestly, I found that whole battle pretty traumatic. Going on a power trip was the last thing on my mind.
I gotta wonder
Well,
how the
you're
rest of the
doing it wrong.
TRC's doing, though. Those freaks really went to town on the place.
Yeah. They weren't shy about attacking people either.
For all we know, there could still be survivors trapped in wrecked buildings or under rubble and shit. Maybe there's little kids lost and scared without their parents. Or old folks who can't get around like they used to. We don't got time to dick around here. Someone needs to get those poor bastards to safety.
How about that? He's actually a nice guy, I think.
Clock's ticking on the lost and injured while we just sit here with our fingers up our asses? We ought to be out there helping out and putting the town back together.
In my experience, the saying is usually about thumbs, but I guess he's really, he's saying that we're really wasting our time. So, you know, all the fingers, too.
This is really starting to piss me off. Here comes the rage!
Does he get big and green?
Hey, what are you?
Back off, man! I warned you about this already. Get away from me! I ain't gonna rest easy until I hit someone, and I don't want it to be you!
Okay, I'm going.
Throw the scaredy guy at him. Placate the rage with the comedic relief character. Still can't tell if he's misunderstood or just a regular hoodlum. I appreciate that it used hoodlum.
Is it all right for me to introduce myself too? Getting to know anything about a depressing loser like me will probably only make you feel bad, but if everyone's doing it...
It's fine. Go ahead.
Thank you for being so nice to me. Here it goes. My name is... what was it again? It's been so long since anybody bothered to call me by it. Even I'm struggling to remember.
Wow, let's move on with this so we can get away from this depressing fellow.
Oh, right. It's Shoma. Shoma Genzaki.
So let's see. He's got a hat that implies the sort of frog imagery. And then his backpack is almost like a turtle shell. Let's see which imagery they stick with. Just what kind of life do you have to live to start forgetting your own name? A very sad one.
I'm sorry. My name's making you feel bad, isn't it?
Wow.
Huh? Why would it do that?
It's too big of a disconnect. A lowly worm like me's got no business having a name this cool.
You think that he thinks that name's cool?
My name's the only cool thing about me, though. The rest is just one big pile of shortcomings and insecurities.
Wow.
It's a stretch to even call me a person. I'm more like a parasite. Minus the ambition.
That slowly growing storm cloud over him and the kind of shadow vortex building up.
I think you're being a little harsh on yourself.
That was actually a pretty generous description. But don't worry, I've got no illusions about how worthless I am.
Now, the question will be, is in a combat situation, is he going to stay really sulky like this? And that's kind of his gimmick? Or is he going to go like full bloodthirsty? I'm interested to find out.
I don't get good grades. I can't play sports to save my life, and I don't have any skills or interests that set me apart from the crowd either.
We don't always see this imagery, but you see the mushroom on his hat and how it's all kind of like fuzzy. Sometimes we see that with accompanied with like a storm cloud like raining on them. Like the the misfortune cloud is raining on them so constantly that they're like perpetually damp and mossy fungal.
My only friend is my pet dog. He's the only one who ever talks to me.
Technically, I don't think dogs really talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must be bored out of your mind talking to me. You haven't spat on me even once, and I repay you by wasting your precious time.
Every new sentence, it increases the nightmare world that this guy existed in prior to coming here.
Please, don't feel obliged to ruin your day by talking to me any more than you already have. I'll do my best to keep out of sight so I don't bring down the mood for everyone else.
I've never met anyone with such low self-esteem before. This guy makes houseplants look assertive. Wow.
Kidnapping us and locking us in a school? Why would anyone do this?
I wish I knew. This whole thing's a mystery.
It's a pretty terrifying situation. I can already feel my body reacting to the fear. Does anyone have a clean pair of underwear I can borrow? Asking for a friend.
Okay.
Do you need to take a bathroom break?
No. So long as you're here with me, I can endure any amount of bodily discomfort, sister dearest.
Okay, well, we can only hope that it is a congenial sibling relationship and not the potentially creepy one that we'll get out of tropes in this kind of scenario.
Don't say weird stuff like that in front of people, brother dearest.
Huh? Are you two siblings?
Oh, right. We haven't properly introduced ourselves yet. My name is Ima Skumo. But enough about me. Let's talk about this delightful young lady by my side. This is my charming, adorable, talented, intelligent, unparalleled twin sister, Kako.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, you're twins. I guess you do look kind of alike.
Oh no, not at all. Next to my sister's transcendent beauty, I'm nothing but a puddle of pig barf.
So, same facial structure, similar eyes, and you can see by the interior of his hair, he does have similar colored hair, potentially. It's that the outer layer is that, like, almost purple color.
She's so lovely. Unidentified species of bugs and animals flock to her whenever she goes outside.
I would find that to be a bad thing.
I wouldn't mind so much if they were regular species I'd seen before.
Oh, it's something that actually happens. Wow. That's gotta suck.
Don't go thinking she's just another character who fits into the little sister archetype either.
Well, I was kind of hoping that she might, like, it might be that relationship that you're talking about, but sadly, we are rapidly moving towards the creepy side.
My sister eclipses every other sister who's ever existed. Even all of them put together couldn't hope to match her. It's a crime that the word sister could possibly be used to describe anyone else. It should belong to her, and her alone.
You're going too far again, brother dearest.
You and your sister sure are close, huh?
Close doesn't even begin to cover it. She's my guiding light, the one who gives my life purpose.
Well, he's currently top of the list for nope, but we'll see if we get worse.
Beat me, stab me, stick lit matches under my fingernails. If it's for her, I'll bear any indignity with a smile.
You're really going too far now. This is so embarrassing.
Oh, even seeing you get all bashful and flustered is like sweet, sweet nectar to me.
No.
Every single day, I thank my lucky stars that I was born your brother, sister dearest.
Seriously, knock it off.
I don't get their dynamic at all. It must be a twin thing. No, it is not.
Hello there. My name is Eito Aotsuki. Currently a high school senior. I'm guessing you're the same?
Yeah, that's right.
At least he got straight to the point.
I thought so. All of us appear to be the same age. Give or take a year or two. Is that just a coincidence?
I don't know. It could be, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. This hasn't been much of an introduction, so do you have any hobbies? What's your zodiac sign? How about your favorite food? Or your favorite movie? Are you seeing anyone right now? What do your parents do for a living?
This has the vibe of a checklist.
Whoa, slow down. You need to give me time to answer before you ask a new question.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I'm not very good with social situations. I tend to get nervous and overcompensate.
Really? You seem to be doing okay to me.
I've spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to making friends. If I do or say anything strange, please let me know. I'm trying to do better so I don't make people uncomfortable.
Okay, sure. I'll do that.
Guy seems pretty easygoing. I never pegged him for the socially awkward type, but I guess being isolated from others will do that to you. Why was he in the hospital, though? I don't see any scars or injuries. Does that mean he's okay now?
I can't remember the last time I was around this many people. It really puts things into perspective.
Are you going to be all right? Let me know if there's anything I can do, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Okay, well, we can slide back and forth, but that's like movement, you know? That's like character movement.
I am Hiroko Shizahara. Ugh.
Is that it? She seems scary, but she's a lot calmer than the others. I should try to get some more information out of her.
I was wondering...
Weren't you listening? My name is Hiroko Shizahara.
Right. I heard your name just fine, but I thought maybe you could...
Like what?
Keep hitting space accidentally.
How about those monsters that attacked the town? Do you have any idea what they might be? And could there be more of them out there?
Who knows?
Don't you have anything else to say?
Blindly speculating without anything to back it up is just a waste of time. Surely, that's obvious.
He seems nice.
Well, yeah, but...
I have no intention of wasting my time on you. We're done here.
She completely shut me down. I guess that's all I'm getting out of her for now. Scaredy guy.
Seriously, what the heck is going on? I'm freaking out here!
Are you okay?
What kind of question is that? Do I look okay? Who'd be okay in a situation like this? Nothing about this is okay!
So I believe it's the hat is at least scruffy. It might be that his hair is sticking out of it, but it looks like the back might be worn a bit too. And we can see some of that on his uniform jacket, where we can see patches on both elbows, a patch on the kind of upper arm on his left arm, and one on his kind of his right ribs there. So this is a repaired coat. I don't know if it's just going to be that he's, clumsy, if it's his favorite coat. Are they trying to indicate that he's, he's had hard times? We'll see.
What rotten luck! Why does bad stuff always happen to me? What did I do to deserve this?
Well, there's a point for Klutzy.
Hey, try to calm down. I get that you're scared, but we all feel that way.
Who cares about you guys? We've never even met before. I'm sure as heck not gonna waste time worrying about you.
Weird. Because if you look, the what is nominally the hat blends into his hair towards the bottom. Is it going to be kind of like a headband? We'll have to see. So much for first impressions.
Okay, fine. Sorry I asked. Have fun figuring this out on your own.
Huh? Hey, where are you going? You can't just walk away and abandon me.
Weird.
You're the one who said...
Come on, man, I got scared and lashed out. Well, you're gonna cut me off over something like that? That's cold. It's because I'm poor, isn't it? That's discrimination. I hope you get canceled and end up alone and friendless.
Okay, it is a tattered hat and a tattered outfit. It is meant to be, poor family, hard times kind of thing. Hope you get canceled. It's just one thing after another with this guy.
Ugh, I must have the rottenest luck in the world. It's like everything's out to get me. But this is some next level BS. Is this karma? Was I a serial killer in the past life or something?
Look, let's just take this one step at a time, all right? How about you tell me your name?
It's Gaku. Gaku Maruko. If I had to get plucked out of my normal life, why couldn't I end up in some kind of harem setup? Girls have to like me if there's no other option, right? Having other guys here ruins it.
Well, he's just that much less likable, isn't he? Whereas the other guy became increasingly depressing the more he talked, this guy is increasingly distressing the more he talks.
Why can't you all just crawl off and die somewhere? Just let me have this.
Wow. Yeah. Nope. Trying to get along with someone this self-centered is exhausting. I think I'll leave him be for leave him be for now.
Hi. My name's Sebasticolana. Nice to meet you. Do you have any idea what's going on here?
So let's see. Do we have athlete or mechanic? We could fall into either one as far as her looks. The little neck thing implies athlete, as well as the phone on an armband.
Not really. I'm just as clueless as everyone else.
Whatever we're doing here, I hope we get to leave soon. I'm still worried about all the people we left behind.
But you'll also, normally you'd get like coveralls, but the outfit around the hips is sometimes used for a like mechanically apt character. Now that she's mentioned it, so am I. I hope everyone's okay. Did Karua get home safe in the end? How about my mom and dad? I defeated all the monsters I could, so they should be fine, right? There were a whole lot more monsters killing people, dude. A whole lot more. Wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that. Well, okay. Mechanic.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little. Okay, it is overall
she's got on. Now that they've zoomed out a little bit.
And now you're a mechanic in your own right. That's cool.
With that indicated, it's absolutely a mechanic. The overalls wrapped around the waist, especially with the skimpier outfit on top, is a trope for that kind of character if they're female in an anime.
Nah, it's nothing. Really, I may be good with machines, but I'm pretty hopeless when it comes to other stuff. I'll catch a ride with anyone if they've got a cool car. That gets me in trouble, sometimes.
Yeah, I think you might need a refresher on stranger danger.
He is the kind of character that would often be accompanied with a giant wrench
But you fought those monsters just like the rest of us. That takes real courage.
Be interesting to see if her, her blood magic form has a giant tool as a weapon.
That was a do or die kind of deal, though. I don't want to do anything like that ever again. Just thinking about it makes me want to...
Well, they actually vocalized it. Nice.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be okay. I just need a minute to calm down.
He's starting to worry about this girl. All right, let's see how Harley Jinx acts.
Hi! I'm Darumi Amamiya! Nice to meet ya! So hey, level with me.
That has texture
Who
to
are
it.
you
That's
gonna
almost
target?
like it's something applied to her. Like, it didn't look like it was just makeup. If it's actually makeup, it's very artistic, like it's painted as opposed to just applied sort of thing.
Target?
You'll never win the killing game if you don't know who you're gonna kill ahead of time! Unless... Is it me? I seem kinda dumb, right? And way too trusting. It'd be easy to trick me into meeting you alone somewhere and then BAM!
I mean, heavy stereotype character, but also tons of fun so far.
Hey, you don't really think that's why we're here, do you?
Of course I do! Anything less would be a huge disappointment. I've always loved killing game stories. Getting chosen to take part in one is a dream come true.
So she's got a bit of a left side, right side appearance thing going. Right side has the big safety pin. And her makeup is cleaner with the heart under the eye. Left side has the makeup that implies exposed teeth, the running heavier eyeshadow, as well as the red on black emblems and whatnot.
But that stuff only happens in games and anime, right? You wouldn't actually want us all killing each other.
Nah, dude. The fact that it's real is the best part. It's life or death. No takebacks.
Oh, yeah. She has her excited paper doll is kind of frightening. She has the pink eyes that were often that have the color that was used for blood in Danganronpa games.
I mean, I don't really care if I end up dying. Either way, I get to escape my train wreck of a life, so it's all good.
Huh?
Come on, don't tell me you're some kind of normie. Living the same boring life day after day is such a downer. You get that right? Right? If it's between a short life full of excitement or the slow grind of mediocre mundanity, I know which one I'd choose.
The way they've got her irises in her eye, like the irises on her eyes right now. There's like little shadows at the edge, which almost implies that the irises are kind of vibrating, or like that her eyes are twitching around.
I can't wait for the killing to start!
Well, that's our third Drew Lee character. Girl's got a unique way of looking at the world, to put it lightly. I don't think I'll ever see eye to eye with her. Oh, same with her tights. Danganronpa blood-colored. All right, looks like I've spoken to everyone. So what now? I really have to get home soon. I usually walk my dog this time of day, and he gets antsy when I'm not there. It's It's not going to be that simple. If you don't have anything useful to contribute, keep your mouth shut. You're right. An insignificant bug like me should know my place. I'll just sit in a corner and stay quiet from here on out. I mean, to some extent, please do sit in the corner and keep quiet. You're really depressing. What's going to happen to us? I have a feeling we'll be receiving more instructions soon enough. Someone is probably out there somewhere, watching our every move. Everyone stand ready to greet your commanding officer. There's the bell again. The text on the blackboard changed, too. Blackboard is rapidly becoming a bit of an anachronism. I mean, it already was in a lot of places in that the backing for like chalkboards was already, green in some places or a dark green. But just the concept of a chalkboard isn't always present anymore if there's any sort of remodeling, since it's cheaper to get a dry erase board. Greet your commanding officer.
Hey!
Cue the blobby guy. Sorry to keep you waiting, recruits, but I'm glad to see you're all getting along. That voice. Yeah, and the back of that guy's hat is all ratty. Dramatic.
It's the robo-bastard from before!
Yeah, Now we're talking! Can't have a killing game without the obligatory evil mascot!
Oh, robo-bastard? Obligatory? I have to have you court-martialed for defamation of character. I have feelings too, you know. It may have been a cliche entrance, but I gave it real socks. Oh. Anyways, like it or not, from this day forward, I'm going to be your commanding officer. You can call me Siri. Got it? Siri. Or just Sir.
Commanding officer, you?
With that out of the way, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Last Defense Academy!
Last Defense Academy? Such a wonderful name, isn't it? Drill it into your skulls. This place is your new home away from home, after all. What exactly does that mean? You'll be taking lessons from the School of Hard Knocks. Just kidding. It's going to be much worse than that. Hold on a minute. Do you seriously expect us to live here from now on? That's what I said, isn't it? I did say that, didn't I? Let me check the transcript real quick. Talk among yourselves in the meantime. Another bit of fourth wall. You can see it right in the lower side of the screen there. Let me just, lower right corner of the screen, there is a press E for transcript. Just so. Enough of this. You can't just lock us up and expect us to do whatever you say.
Hey.
Now, don't get riled up. Also, there's one thing I need to make absolutely clear. This is not a request. It's an order. An order? You think you got any right to tell me what to do? After I beat it out of you, I'm busting down that door and getting out of here. Takamaru let out a scream of rage and charged forward like a wild beast bearing down on its prey. But before he could make contact...
Nah!
Don't you dare lay hands on a superior officer, soldier. Or do you want me to detonate the bomb I had implanted in you? Ooh, are we going to have somebody made an example of? What? Those words instantly stopped him in his tracks.
Ah.
A bomb? You actually put bombs in us?
Huh?
You gotta be kidding me.
Huh.
It's true. I took the liberty of installing them when you arrived here. You were all out cold at the time, of course. Are you serious? Why would you do that to us? It's to threaten us into joining the killing game, right?
Ah.
These explosives are inside us. Does that mean you performed some kind of surgery? Wow. You touched my dear sister's naked, vulnerable body without her consent?
Duh?
What a novel way to commit suicide. No jury in the world would convict me for killing you now. Well, he has a darker look to him, doesn't he? Brother dearest, please, if you try to hurt him, you'll get blown up.
No.
Give it up already. Even if you destroyed me, what then? You might be able to make it out of this school. However, returning to your regular lives in Tokyo residential complex is no longer possible. Not possible? So, it's not just a matter of you not letting us go back, but that we physically can't? You're a sharp one, Outsuki. But allow me to spell it out for some of the slower students. This school lies outside the Tokyo residential complex you all know. Outside the complex, are we going to get some more world building? That's not funny. I mean, come on, man. Is that even possible? You're confused. I don't blame you. None of you have ever been outside the complex before. Not only that, but you barely receive any information about the outside world in there. You've been placed in uncharted territory, both physically and conceptually. Anyone would need time to properly process things.
Aha!
Maybe a little demonstration will help you come to terms with it. Siri turned to face the window, and his eyes flashed red for a moment.
No.
Bleep. There, I've opened the window shutters. Take a look for yourself. Wow, they're operated remotely? That's what you're impressed by? Push button, raise window shutter? We all crowded around the window, hoping to see something that might help us make sense of all of this. Instead, what we saw only divorced us from reality even further.
Huh? There's no ceiling.
I was going to use the upcoming bit of scenery as a thumbnail, but the UI in the image spoiled it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. No, it went further than that. I couldn't even believe what I thought I was seeing.
Could that be the sky?
Definitely a bit of world building there. Above us, instead of the domed ceiling I'd spent my life looking at, was an unbroken view that reached higher and higher as far as the eye could see. For the first time ever, I was getting a look at the world outside the complex.
That's the sky?
No way. Somebody tell me I'm dreaming?
Never mind that. Look over there.
Huh?
As crazy as it was to see the sky, that's not what had us all staring in disbelief. Rather, it was what was going on beneath it. Pan camera, please. There we go. Just a short distance away was a towering wall of flame.
The world is burning.
Dude, that's fire. It's all fire. But why is it that weird color?
Okay, well, it is a weird color. Since this has, artists from Danganronpa involved, it could be, it presents it as pink fire, but they don't react as if it is.
scared.
Don't worry. Your brother, dearest, will protect you.
The world outside the window was aggressively alien. A single expanse of endless sky, an impenetrable barrier of otherworldly fire. Nothing in our everyday lives could have prepared us for this. It was like we'd been transported to another dimension, or maybe even hell itself. I appreciate that they aren't going down the road of Danganronpa where they use despair in every other sentence. Is this the afterlife? Did we die already and this is where we're going to receive our eternal punishment? Nah, it's got to be an isekai deal. It'll be like, that time I got reincarnated as the world's last hope, but the Overlord forced me to kill all my friends.
Oh.
It may as well be a different world, considering that what you know of it. This is what lies outside your home in the Tokyo residential complex. This is the outside world? This can't be happening, can it? That sky and the fire. There's no way this is real.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real, all right. This is no game, no VR simulation. The sky, the undying flames. Undying flames being a proper noun. It's all real. Undying flames. It's not just a fancy name.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
Neat.
Never?
That's what I said.
Aren't you listening?
They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
The name is really self-explanatory, folks. I don't see why I'm having to tell you this. But that's impossible. They've got to go out eventually, right? Right? You're only saying that because you're still following the logic of the world you know. There are more things in heaven and earth, Maruko, than are dreamed of in your Tokyo residential complex. Now that you're on the outside, you're going to encounter a heck of a lot more impossible things. Because, as it turns out, this is how the world really works. I didn't really get all that philosophical junk, but there's no getting through that burning ring of fire, right? Then that's our cage. That's the thing that makes sure there's no escape for any of us. No escape? Those words sent a chill down my spine. Hearing them spoken out loud made it feel that much more real. I still don't understand. Why did you do this? Why did you bring us here? To kill each other, obviously. What are the rules? Do we hold a trial after every murder, or is it more of a battle royale kind of deal? This is our character who is constantly reminding us that there was another game in this art style. Kill each other? No. That would be simply barbaric. Where do you get these ideas? That's not it? Of course not. I have much bigger plans for you than some disorganized murder spree. Aww. No, what I want is a calculated one-sided massacre. Okay, well that is better. A massacre? Since we're on the subject, let's move on to the main event. Your new duties.
You were all transferred to this academy for a very special reason. I have a mission for you to carry out. Your objective is the complete and utter extermination of any and all enemy troops who dares to threaten our beloved school's peace. During your time here, you happy few, you band of brothers, will be molded into the perfect special defense unit.
Special defense unit? Wait, what enemy troops? It's not a killing game? Like how the others are reacting to, what do you mean we're going to have to fight enemy troops? And she's like, oh man, it's not a killing game? Forget all about that happy few crap. You still ain't answered the most important question yet. Why us? Got to be some kind of mistake here. No one in their right mind would trust a talentless wimp like me with such an important job. Hey, try to show a little enthusiasm. Being chosen for this squad's a great honor, you know?
Ah.
Who's responsible for this? Huh? There must be a mastermind controlling everything from behind the scenes, someone who chose to single us out for whatever reason.
Hey.
So who's pulling your strings? Who set all this up? Goodness me, you're so suspicious of everything. If you must know, the one who chose you for this mission was... What's that noise? An alarm?
Intruder alert.
It's a
Intruder
lot of
alert.
parallel,
Unauthorized
microphones.
personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to come back to this later. Sounds like we have company. Neat. Very neat. Very sci-fi fortress in the background there that this university is. It's gonna happen this time. This attack came sooner than I expected. They really must be desperate. They who? Who else? Siré turned to face the blackboard, and his eyes flashed red once more.
No.
Mode operation again. Has she never encountered like a TV or anything like that? Is it that we're so far into the cell phone era that she's completely lost track of the concept of a remote for a piece of hardware? Do garage doors not exist in this reality? Monsters look the same as the ones that attacked the complex. No kidding. And they're swarming in like cockroaches. Don't just stand around, they're coming this way. We gotta get out of here. The correct response here is fight, not flight. What do you think I brought you here for? I don't care, I didn't sign up for this. Maybe, but if you don't take action, those monsters will get inside the school pretty darn quick.
Yeah.
And then they'll slaughter every last one of you without the slightest hesitation. They want to kill us. Don't like it? Then fight. You already have all the power you need. You mean that hemo whatever you gave us before? That's right. With a little hemo anima on your side, defeating grunts like these will be easy as pie.
Aha!
Now, battle stations, everyone. Get ready to defend your beloved school from the enemy menace. Absolutely not. Aside from that one time, none of us have any experience with stuff like that. You can't expect us to.
Oh?
Want us to fight? So be it. Just like that. Fight or die. Those are our only options. I, for one, have no intention of dying today. Count me in. You too? Honestly, I'm still kind of bummed that we miss out on the tension of never knowing who's going to turn on us next. But an us versus them killing game could be fun too. Maybe we'll get skin-tight bodysuits and crazy compressed energy weapons. Gantz. Anybody ever see that? Older anime. Very gory. I'll probably be about as much use as a lantern in the daytime. I don't like this, but if I let those I won't let those freaks take me out. All right, I'm in. About to sit on the sidelines and let women and children fight for me. Strong gotta protect the weak. Everybody stand back. It's time for Takamaru, Yakushiji, to bring the pain.
Oh.
Spare us your outdated notions of chivalry. I'm far stronger than you anyway. You want to take this outside? You guys are crazy. We're not talking about some random street punks here. They're full-on monsters. We shouldn't even be thinking about fighting them. We have to find a way out of here before it's too late. But why, though? So long as those undying flames are around, none of us are going anywhere.
Oh.
And even if we were to escape somehow, what's your plan for getting back to the complex? Well, is it starting to sink in? You really have no choice but to fight. That's your purpose for being here, not to reason why. Now get out there and do or die. Fight or die. Things for sure, I don't want to die. Dying alone and confused in a place like this would be beyond tragic. In that case, there's only one thing I can do. Sorry, but you can count me out. Huh? We've got no way of knowing whether what they say is true. You've certainly done nothing to earn our trust. By your own admission, you're the one who abducted us and brought us here against our will. Now you want us to fall in line and follow orders? That driver, that does seem to be a bit of a theme. The go out with guns blazing is, so they haven't done the Danganronpa, oh, despair, despair, despair. But they've had a, fight or die, fight for your life kind of mechanic or gimmick so far. We'll see if that holds true as an overall theme, And hello, welcome. I don't think so, sir. Hey, he's right. For all we know, he could be the one who sent those things after us in the first place. Yeah, but does that change your circumstance? Either way, I'm going to pass too. There's no way I'm getting involved in another battle with those things. Won't make any difference whether I join you or not. Actually, I'll probably just get in your way. What shall we do, brother dearest? Oh, we're definitely staying out of it. I'd never allow you to be put in such a dangerous situation, sister dearest. Hey, Rando. Sounds like we've got a bunch of lily-livered pacifists here. I always said peacetime would turn the next generation soft. It's got kind of a, what would it be, like 40s, 50s vibe to him. There's no time for further discussion, so we'll make do with those of you who are willing to fight. Just the three of us? From the look of it, this is just a scouting party. Not too many of them. All the better if I don't have to worry about anyone else dragging me down. An incompetent ally can be as much trouble as an enemy. We'll see who's incompetent once we get out there. No time to waste. You three follow me to the war room. Saray trotted towards the door, his eyes flashing a now familiar shade of red.
No.
I like that little noise he makes when he activates his, little remote control eyes. Sound of the lock disengaging a second or two after. That feature is so cool.
Ooh.
There we go. Let me give the rest of you a little piece of advice. I said before that you would all be killed if this school fell to the enemy. But the truth is, there's much more than that at stake here. Your friends, family, everything you hold dear with your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. What? You see what I meant when I said you have no choice but to fight?
Hey!
Mull it over. If any of you change your mind, the war room is right down the hall. With those parting words, Sarai left, followed by Hiruko, Takemaru, and Dorumi. Everything we hold dear. But how could we have anything to do with this? Sarai, did he do something to Karua? Could he have taken our friends and family hostage? Don't let him rattle you. That's exactly what he wants. Odds are it's all just lies and empty threats. Your imagination jumps to the worst case scenario, and he uses that fear to control you. Yeah, it's gotta be it. I mean, there's no way any of this is for real, right? They wouldn't really kill us, would they? This is real life. Stuff like that doesn't happen. Lies, empty threats. I'm not so sure about that. Sarai is shady, that for sure. I'm not about to believe anything he says without questioning it. What if he's not lying? Is that a risk I'm willing to take? What if I really do die? Seen firsthand the carnage those monsters are capable of. Shouldn't I try to fight back or at least offer some kind of resistance? Can I really afford to stand idly by and do nothing? Okay, we do have mouse control. I didn't check that, but that's better. Okay, so that 99 is almost certainly the day, like the reverse day counter. It's day 1, there's 99 left. It is the 100-line defense. It is explicitly supposed to be 100 days. It's no good. I can't do this. If I try to fight those monsters, I might die. Doing what Sarai wants probably isn't too smart either. Even so, I can't just do nothing while the others are putting themselves in danger. No, I knew what I had to do. As I headed for the door, someone called out to me. Takumi, where are you going? No way, you're not going to go join those 3 psychos, are you? Aren't you scared? Those monsters could tear you apart.
Hey!
I know that. And of course I'm scared. I'm terrified. Who wouldn't be? But I made somebody a promise. I said I'd protect her no matter what happened.
Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Karuha. No matter what.
Promise?
The idea that she could be in danger right now scares me more than anything. This person, is she somebody you hold dear, as Sarai put it? Yeah, I guess she is. That's why I'm going to fight, not because Sarai told us to, but so I can keep my promise.
Whew!
Oh my, you're quite the dashing hero, Mr. Sumino.
Huh.
You did sound pretty cool. Don't give me too much credit. I'm not about to run out all guns blazing. I won't be the only one fighting, so if things look bad, I can always hang back and let the others take up some of the slack. With enough lucky breaks, I can fudge my way to victory, no problem. That's how he kind of acted with Karua encouraged him to take to his studies a little bit more, and he's like, yeah, with a little bit of effort, I can guess my way to a passing grade. Yeah, this will be fine. It's a real positive attitude you got there. Yeah, people tell me I'm too positive for my own good sometimes. All right, if that's your decision, I won't stop you. Just don't die out there, okay? I'll try. I opened up the classroom door and ran out into the hallway. Does look kind of like a school, I guess. Still not quite what I was expecting, though. That can wait. The others we're going to the war room, right? To go catch up with them. Press escape to open the menu. Here you can save, load, and view important information. When you save in the middle of an event, you will be placed at the start of the event when you load the saved data. Save. Classroom. Blast door. Stairway, blast door. Down. This thing on. Testing. 1, 2, 3. This is a message from Sarai. Just a reminder that the war room is on the 3rd floor. Anyone who doesn't want to be branded a coward can join us here anytime. The 3rd floor, huh? Fancy. Oh, that's neat. Now there's a hall transition for you. There's our war room. Click. Oh, you coming too, Takumi? Mean you made up your mind to fight? Yeah, I figured you guys could use all the help you can get. That's assuming you'll be any help at all. That's the old Last Defense Academy fighting spirit. I knew you'd come around, Sumino. Didn't exactly have a lot of choice the way you threatened us. You wound me with your cruel words. That was just some friendly advice. There was a chance your inaction would have dire... If there was a chance your inaction could have dire consequences for your loved ones, you'd want to know about it, wouldn't you?
Hey!
What does that even mean?
Aha!
I'll explain later. Right now, protecting the school takes priority. Now then.
Yeah.
Take up your infusers. You remember how these work, right? Just shove them in your chest and they'll pump you full of that sweet, sweet hemoanima. That much power on your side, securing victory should be a cinch. So the question is, what is hemoanima and where does it come from?
Yeah.
Once you're fully juiced up, use these launch pads to get down to the battlefield. We just have to eliminate all enemy units, yes? Let's get started. About time, let's do this. This is so hype. I can do this. I'll find a way to make it work, somehow. Beaten these things once, and I can do it again. Just have to do it like I did back home. Hey, Shezbeth. Day has been going well on this end. How about you?
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Taki. I guarantee it.
Karua believed in me, and now it's time to prove her right.
Everybody ready for battle? It's your first time since the entrance exam, so feel free to go crazy out there. Draw out every last reserve of strength and bathe in the blood of your enemies.
Wow, intense. Stab it. Just in time for the transformation sequence, Shezbeth.
Attention! All troops stand ready! Let the battle commence! This is it, soldiers. I hope you're all ready. The enemy is going to advance steadily toward the school. The building has a barrier around it, but it can't stand up to attacks for very long. If its integrity level falls to 0, the enemy will waltz right in, and then it's game over for all of us. Keep an eye on how the barrier's holding up, and eliminate all threats to the school.
He's kind of like... He's kind of translucent. He's almost like a slime with little nubby limbs. You can see his brain and heart inside him.
Exercise your powers of observation, strategy, and merciless cruelty to their utmost.
You know, the 3 foundations of battle. Observation, strategy, and merciless cruelty.
This is an honest-to-goodness battlefield, so keep your wits about you, unless you want to end up with a hole in your head.
He does have remarkably full lips for a blob. Well, thank you, Shezbeth. Thank you. I appreciate it. In a defensive battle, you will lose if the barrier generator is destroyed. Protect it until the very end and destroy all the enemies. Okay, we lose if anybody dies or the barrier goes down. Yeah, Shezbeth, this game's art is by the same group that did Danganronpa. Okay, what do we got? He gains armor for each space he moves. He can do a wave reset, whatever that does. She gets different skills while fatigued. Oh, her heavy mascara eye turns into like running blood tears. And class president girl gets a gigantic battle axe. Adds 1 attack for every enemy defeated per turn. So she wants to move later if she can.
Let's freaking go!
Each member of the Special Defense Unit has a unique ability known as a Specialist skill. Learn each character's skill and use them to your advantage in battle. Takamaru is a great defender with superior mobility and defense. Given that their magic is called Hemo-Anima and their transformation sequence involves them stabbing themselves with a dagger full of the stuff and then morphing into a different form after being surrounded by a ball of blood, I expect it might turn into blood, yes. He automatically gains armor +1 for each space moved from his specialist ability. Okay, so each character is getting a allotment of enemies kind of conducive to their special move. Armor provides temporary defense that can absorb damage that would otherwise diminish your HP. It's only effective during the turn it was used, so he gets a shield for moving.
It's killing game time!
Darumi is a mid-range support specialist that can provide support attacks and gain a lot of voltage. Okay, she builds up special meter fast. Her specialist skill, Special Sick Day, will make her feel low when she gets fatigued. This will then change all of her skills to their low counterparts. Homicide. Cross-shaped mid-range attack. Flight +2. Giant, like, an array of knives that she rains down.
Fine.
Then she has a move, a follow-up move when she's low called Kill Me Now, which reduces their movement. And I don't... Okay, she can't hit anything else with it. Oh, okay. We can rotate camera.
Time to move.
Hiruko is an attacker that specializes in hard-hitting attacks. She automatically gains attack +1 to a max of +3 for each enemy she kills. Okay, each enemy she kills. Cranial Fracture Max. Powerful attack at a single enemy. Or Intestinal Laceration, level 3. All enemies in front in an area.
Out of my way. Oh, unsatisfied. This doesn't feel half bad. I could get used to this.
We have some unhinged personalities who have been chosen to be part of this task force. Probably on purpose.
Oh, dang, girl! How'd you get to be so strong?
Strong don't even begin to cover it. Where'd you get all that power?
I told you I was stronger than you. I suggest you pay better attention in the future.
Also, belated hello, Tess. Were you here for the opening sequence when they showed the first attack happening?
Is there a reason you're so much stronger than the rest of us, though?
What gives you the right to question me? At any rate, it's none of your concern.
Yeah, super violence. Super violence. They emphasize these cute little multicolored things. Super murder stuff. Like, the people they grabbed were very dead.
If you have time to prattle pointlessly, I suggest you use it more constructively and take out some of the weaker enemies.
Oh, how polite.
Yeah. You're awesome, we get it. I'm just glad you're on our side. Now let's get back in there. I'm itching to bust some heads.
Ready whenever.
I've got this.
Takumi is an easy-to-use character with a great balance of range and attack strength. You can redo battles by selecting his specialist skill, Special Redo, from the menu accessible by pressing Escape.
Yeah!
Okay, they will march fully forward and then attack from there.
Ready when you are. That's it!
My turn. Take this!
Let's go! Take that!
Rev it up!
He has no AP. Wonder why.
Full throttle!
I got 3 character moves. Okay, yeah. Each... I see.
Let's give it to him! Let her rip!
Let's do this!
Take this!
All right, let's get started. Die! Broken so soon.
Yep, and she gives AP for, Okay, we've got another wave coming.
Let's do this!
Did we win?
Ha! Was that it?
Yeah,
I was expecting more of a challenge.
AP, it's you have collective AP.
I feel dumb forever being scared of these guys.
Looks like we get 3, and then one of Axe Girl's moves can give you back 1.
You were actually scared of them. For all your bluff and bluster, you're just as much of a coward as the others.
Hey! I ain't no coward! I'll take you on anytime.
Yeah, Knight, there are a lot of tracks that I just don't want to deal with the claims that come from using them.
Nice work, troops! No one would think this was your first real battle.
We can make it feel real different.
But it wasn't. We fought him once already, back in the TRC.
Oh, right. Of course you did. What even are those monsters, anyhow? Ain't it about time you spilled the beans? Oh, they are a violent and pernicious race. The enemy of all mankind.
Well, that's ominous. Can you be a little more specific?
Are they like demons from another dimension? Time-traveling aliens? Experimental bioweapons gone wrong? Oh, how about all of the above?
Time-traveling alien demons from another dimension that are bioweapons gone wrong.
They were created as living weapons, but escaped to another dimension where a PMC controlled by demonic entities sent them into the past to destroy the future.
That theory's way too busy.
To tell you the truth, we haven't been able to determine their true nature just yet. All we know is that they're determined to get inside this school. As such, I've decided to designate them School Invaders for the time being.
Invaders, huh?
Lucky for us, the undying flames stop them from getting too close. Most of the time, that is. But every now and then, some extra strong ones break through somehow. Your special defense unit exists to deal with such attacks, as and when they occur.
But why the need to defend this particular location?
But why are they attacking the school to begin with?
There we go.
They're after a certain special something, hidden deep within the school. If that falls into the hands of the invaders, humanity is as good as extinct.
Extinct? Like, our entire species?
So we're legit fighting to save humanity here? Dude, that is freaking sweet!
But the scale here doesn't make sense. I'm having trouble seeing how this school and the future of humanity can possibly be connected.
I don't get it either. But then again, I'm a straight-up student, so there's a lot of stuff I don't get.
Everyone stop talking!
What's the matter?
My radar display is lighting up like a fireworks show. We're not out of the woods yet. We've got another enemy approaching fast. And it's a big one.
Oh, that thing looks a little different from its friends. Slight stylistic difference.
The hell, man? You want us to fight that thing?
Size isn't everything. I don't believe it'll give me any trouble.
Yeah, baby! Time for the
Wait! Be careful! Hurry! We have to save her!
Well, our indicator that this is serious has happened.
No way. No freaking way.
Corpse recovery unit, deploy.
The casket drone. Neat.
There, we got her body back safe and sound. You can all relax now.
How can we relax? One of our friends just died.
Just focus on the battle. That's the Invaders, Commander. It's gonna be on a whole different level to anything you've fought so far.
He's right. We can't afford to get distracted from the task at hand. Now, more than ever. It's fight or die.
But...
Don't let it get to you, man.
Huh?
You let the situation get to you, you lose your cool. You lose your cool, you lose the fight. Trust me on this.
Be interesting to see what the death mechanic is.
We've come this far, we gotta keep going to the end.
Indicated that there is one.
There'll be time for mourning and crap
recovery.
later.
God damn!
Fine.
Those troops you fought before were just the opening act. This commander's a real monster. Conventional weapons don't have any effect on it. That's where you saviors of humanity and your hemo-anima come in. You starting to see why the Special Defense Unit is so important?
Okay, so we have creatures that cannot be harmed otherwise.
Why is hemo-anima the only thing that works? What exactly is this stuff anyway?
It's the only thing standing between humanity and annihilation at the hands of the invaders. That's really all you need to know. Oh, by the way, those drones from earlier are getting tuned up, so try your best to avoid any further casualties.
Easy for you to say. We're the ones risking our lives out here.
Conditions. We have voltage. We can use boost hemo-anima. Okay. Yeah, this thing is substantially different. See, it's immune to stun. Okay, flight is you can pass over stuff, and it counterattacks. This thing has a giant hitbox, too.
All in ass!
Okay, that's one attack.
Ready when you are.
This one attack.
Time for battle.
Okay. And, oh,
My turn!
Ah, okay. If you boost, you can give them a permanent +1 for the rest of the battle. Or you can give, take an extra AP, like a full AP for them. I don't want to use... I don't know that I want to use full voltage yet, but...
Let's do this! Here we freaking go!
Full throttle! Eat this!
Always counters, so...
Let's do this!
You can't get far enough. Okay, and it has an AoE counter, too.
Now then, to biz. I can hardly contain myself. Ready whenever. How's this? Not bad.
Rev it up!
Now then, to business. Die!
Good to go.
Let's give it to him!
My turn. I'll chop you to pieces.
Ready when you are. Ha! All right.
Let's freaking go! Come get it!
Time for battle. Now then, to business.
Rev it up!
See.
Good to go.
You're doing great! Don't stop until you've wiped them all out!
He has a pretty wide attack, which lets him strike the thing from outside its counter range.
Let's give it to him!
Let's go.
This is her
All right,
special attack.
let's get started. Show me your insides!
Oh, wow. All right, and it... it's done with us, I guess.
The enemy commander got away. Going after it now would only play into their hands. You'll have to finish that one off some other day. All in all, a decent first mission. Go ahead and dispel your hemoanima and return to the school.
See. BP earned. Okay. I'm feeling like they're going to be called blood points. Hooray! But they might also be battle points. Welcome back. You did great out there, soldiers. These invaders never knew what hit them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do I appreciate? You guys. There's no time to celebrate. The girl died out there. Oh, come on. I just wanted to give you some positive affirmation. It's a management thing. He's right. Settle down. Yelling isn't going to do us any good. Don't tell me you're okay with what just happened. It's war. People die. That's the whole idea. It's not like she meant anything to me. We only met a couple of hours ago. If anything, you're the strange one for getting so worked up about a total stranger. She's a different sort of unlikable. Yeah, she got squished. Picked her up and, like, squeezed her until she cracked. A real attitude problem, you know that? I know I said not hitting girls was an ironclad rule, but I figure for you I could find a loophole. I mean, open-handed strikes barely count as real hits, right? Just try it. I'll twist your body into a double helix in return. Sounds like in this case, DNA stands for don't. No. Come on, guys. We shouldn't fight among ourselves. Just as the tension in the room seemed strained to the breaking point, the door flew open with a clatter. Are you guys all right? No, we ain't all right. The emo chick with the creepy laugh got killed. For real? She actually died? Were you guys watching? Yes, the monitor in the classroom broadcast the whole battle. Honestly, I'm not sure if I approve of my dear sister being exposed to such explicit content. It was the first time I ever saw a person die. If you were outside and fought the monsters in order to qualify to be brought in here, you saw people die. You saw people super die. I feel like she's just editing that memory out and saying it again. I still don't believe it. I know they say reality is cruel and all that, but this seriously can't be happening. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all a dream. Just one messed up nightmare. What do I have to do to wake up? Should I just pinch myself real hard?
Quit your whining. You get why this happened, don't you? Her death's on all of you. If you guys had grown a pair and fought like the rest of us, the emo chick wouldn't have gotten cornered the way she did.
I like how he's yelling at them, but it seems like he has legitimately forgotten her name. And to be additionally fair, she did charge the thing directly on her own when she is a ranged combatant. She knew what she was getting into when she agreed to go out there. And there's every chance things still would have ended up like this even with our help.
What? You think we should have hung back like you did? We'd all have been wiped out then.
All right, troops, break it up. We're all on the same side here. Good grief, the way you're carrying on, you'd think someone had died.
Someone did!
But then, the door opened again and we were joined by an unexpected guest.
Hey, guess who's back?
Huh?
What?
Is my makeup smudged or something? Oh man, how embarrassing. Just give me a shovel so I can bury myself and hide, am I right?
Never mind that. How are you alive?
Is she a ghost? Man, wouldn't that be cool? I'm not, though. Just your girl, Darumi Amamiya, in the flesh.
She's battered up, and she doesn't have her makeup on right now. See, she doesn't have the heart. It's the makeup on the right, on her left side is smudged, and she doesn't have, like, the teeth painted on her left side either.
I don't know what happened, but I basically came back to life.
You came back? I got better. We thought you had died. We saw you crushed to death. Well, I got better. Isn't that wonderful? Just another miracle courtesy of our friend, Emo Anima. What's Emo Anima got to do with it? It's not just for fighting, you know. It can also reconstruct and reanimate organic tissue. It can glue you back together. If one of you falls in battle, we send out a drone to recover your body post-haste. Then it's just a matter of getting it inside one of the recovery pods in the infirmary, stimulating your remaining hemo anima, and boom, you rise from your grave. You can die out there as much as you want, and you'll just keep coming back. It's one of those simultaneously heartening and disturbing thoughts. Heartening in that, hey, if you die, then it's not over. Disturbing in that it's kind of expected that that would happen to you over and over. They have a whole system to facilitate it. You mean we're immortal? That's correct. That's impossible. I mean, even more impossible than everything else going on around here. You don't have to believe me, but there's some pretty strong evidence standing right in front of you, wouldn't you say? Oh, she got her stuff back on. Yep, Exhibit A, right here. Common sense has gone right out the window now. You think it's going to turn out we're inside a super immersive VR game or something? That's just your narrow viewpoint of what's normal talking. All of you think of the Tokyo residential complex, from the Tokyo residential complex are like that. You've lived your lives under that dome for so long, you have no idea what a wild and wonderful place the world really is. Your future is simply brimming with possibilities. Horrible, violent, bloody possibilities. Hooray! I don't even know how to react to that. Huh? You serious? We really can't die? That is so freaking sweet. This hemo anima stuff is awesome. He's getting a little drooly. Must you raise your voice over every new development? Just remember, you're only immortal while you remain on school grounds. The recovery drones can't get past that wall of fire.
Yeah.
And if the invaders manage to get in and damage the recovery pods, you'll be stuck with the one life you've got.
Oh.
You'll be back to regular old mortals, one life, and then you're gone for good. In other words, if we want to stay alive, we have to keep fighting off the invaders. Now you're getting it, Sumino. Keep on fighting like good little soldiers and you'll be fine. Oh, whoa, hold on a minute. Now that I think about it, not being able to die has a major downside. We can't hold a killing game like this. How are we supposed to murder each other if we're all immortal? That's the part you have a problem with? Oh man, murder just doesn't work the same way if they get back up. One more thing just to set your minds at ease. When you're revived, you also get a new bomb implanted in you, good as new. That's supposed to comfort us. At any rate, we've prepared for everything. Now you can fight to your heart's content, right? Absolutely not. I'm more against it now than ever. What? How come? Even if this advanced technology you're talking about does exist, immortality seems a step too far.
Hey.
Your explanation of how it works is far too simplistic. I find it hard to believe you're telling the whole truth. And even if we do come back afterwards, fatal injuries are still going to hurt, right? It hurt like hell when it happened to me. It was so bad I thought I was gonna die. You did die.
Huh?
In that case, I'm out. I can't allow anything that would cause my dear sister any pain. I'm really waiting for her to get really gung-ho about combat and him to get dragged along. Young people these days are so self-centered. We're talking about the future of humanity here, you know. You keep saying that, but how exactly does what we're doing here relate to that stuff? Like you said, if the invaders secure the special something from inside the school, humanity will be wiped out, correct? That's right. If you lose this war, Homo sapiens will be a thing of the past. Naturally, the Tokyo residential complex will be obliterated, too. Obliterated? And that's what you meant by everything we hold dear being forfeit. Now you're getting it. The fate of the world as we know it rests squarely on your shoulders. Why did my life get so spectacularly off track? So what is this thing that mankind's future depends on? What is it we're risking our lives to defend? I knew you'd ask me that sooner or later. It's only natural you'd want to know. So allow me.
Woohoo!
To throw you a victory party. Your achievement in the field today deserves a department. Look, jingle keys, jingle keys. One of the little party favors that popped out of the cracker there is a Monokuma head. You want information, not a party. Aw, but boss, I really need a raise to make rent going forward. You know, rates have gone up, costs have gone up. Well, I could give you a raise. I could give you a raise that might reach cost of living for you. Or alternately, everybody, pizza party.
Oh.
No reason you can't have both. I'll tell you more while you eat. Must be starving after all that fighting, right? Now that you mention it, I could use a bite. Saying there's something we can get, somewhere we can get food around here?
Yeah.
Of course, there's a cafeteria on the first floor. I'll meet you there.
Hey.
Come straight up, troops. No distractions, no detours. What do we do now? I'm in favor of going to the cafeteria. My dear sister's stomach has been grumbling adorably for a while now. You don't have to tell them that. I'm really waiting for her to have a hard personality shift and to just start kicking him around. That would be amazing. I want to hear what Sarai has to say. So I'll go along too. Wandered out of the war room one by one, still trying to make sense of the situation. So I'll go with the crowd. Cafeteria should be somewhere on the first floor. Pull up a map and select a place you'd like to go in order to teleport. However, be aware you won't be able to teleport to locations you haven't unlocked, or locations marked as inaccessible. You can also use the map to check your current location, as well as the locations of other characters. The map will come in handy whenever you're feeling lost. Oh, and since you weren't here for the beginning tasks, they have a call to action at the beginning. Are you ready to take up the sword and fight? You can say no. It does give you a game over. And it is a total fourth wall break. Random Egypt-themed area. Well, that's those are very technologically advanced planks nailed in to block the door. Okay, so Egyptian hallway. Then a purple, what looks like carved statue of a ninja playing a guitar using a throwing star as a pick, or perhaps throwing the star at who they're performing for. It's unclear. Okay. I like the chefs in the background there. Here it is, the school cafeteria. It's a lot bigger than I expected. Wonder what the big gachapon machine is for. Is it going to be like Danganronpa's present machine that you can buy to bribe people to like you? Although it's still just as weird as everything else around here. Go ahead and order whatever you want. It's your party, after all. Our handy-dandy ration-o-matic will create any kind of food you desire. I can't tell if they have masks or if they have, like, almost like steel trap faces underneath the more, like, you know, beatific faces. It slices, it dices, it also makes julienne fries. You want ramen, burgers, steak, sushi? It all rolls out nice and fresh. It's even got a recipe for pasta sauce made by a grieving widower desperately trying to recreate his beloved wife's cooking from memory. That's so sad. Speaking as a grandpa's girl, I don't even want to think about something like that, let alone try it. I think I'm going to stick with dessert. Chewing solid food for too long makes my jaw hurt. I'm a little worried about whether this stuff is really safe to eat, but I'm hungry enough that I'm willing to risk it. Let's get our Soylent Green on. Man, that hit the spot. I ain't never had anything this fancy before. Wasn't a bad effort, I suppose. I just wish we could have had some wine to go with it. You're too young for alcohol. Just because you got an attitude doesn't mean you get special treatment. What's with the snarky laugh? You think I'm scared? And afraid of breaking no laws? Talking about your health here. That stuff can seriously mess you up if your body's not used to it, you know. So funny, you think you're better than me or something? So she's currently, frankly, the most irritating character. She's not the worst. Pervy twin brother is currently leading the pack in that regard. And I find her... she's kind of second worst, let's say. You have pervy twin brother, then her, then monumentally depressing boy. I'd put scaredy obnoxious guy lower than depressing boy, actually. Like, this guy is more annoying than depressing boy. importantly, why do these guys get the 5-star treatment when we're stuck with dry bread?
Ooh.
Eating this is actually making me hungrier.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's a victory dinner, remember? None of you did anything to contribute to this victory. So now you're using food as an incentive to get us to fight?
Uh-huh.
That won't work on me and my dear sister. We've lived through hardship much worse than this. Don't remind me. I'm fine with it too. If anything, dry bread is too good for a human cockroach like me.
Oh.
He seems so pleased. Just in case any of you big-hearted recruits get any ideas, sharing food between fighters and non-fighters is strictly forbidden. Thought of everything, haven't you? Sorry, I hope it doesn't look like we're rubbing it in. Don't worry about it, you're not the one who's at fault here. Now, if you've all eaten your fill, what say we get back on topic? We've been told this ration-o-matic will create any kind of food we desire. Nothing but candy inside. It's all very colorful. It's a gigantic, like, jawbreaker machine. The fish tank. Thought it was a window, but it's actually a fish tank. I've never seen such a huge refrigerator before. Alright, let me start from the beginning. Last Defense Academy lies out somewhere outside of the Tokyo residential complex, where you've all been living up until now. Molly going over to groom Sky a little bit, and as such, getting in Ember's personal space. Ember has gone over to her spot, now that Molly has vacated it. Of course, its exact location is highly classified military secret. Is A. Very hush-hush. The school periodically comes under attack by a hostile force we call the Invaders. Much about them remains a mystery, but we do know that they're what they're after. A certain special something concealed in this very school. This item is vital to the continued existence of humanity. If it should fall into invader hands, it's all over. Your home in the Tokyo residential complex will be destroyed, and everyone you've ever known will die horribly. Again, given the opening carnage scene, die horribly is apt. To avoid this, we've drafted you into the Special Defense Unit, a squad dedicated to protecting the school from the invaders. To make things easier for you to mobilize in case of an attack, you'll all be living here until further notice. And those are the facts of this case, Your Honor. Any questions, or do you guys want to chow down some more? Wait, go over that last part again. We're really supposed to live here from now on? Until further notice is awfully vague. Surely we're not supposed to spend the rest of our lives here. Of course, your commission comes with an expiry date. You'll be required to serve here for just 100 days. Yep, on the 100 line. 100 days? That's right. Just a svelte 2,400 hours, and you're done. If you manage to defend the school for that long, that is. After that, you'll be free to return to your peaceful existence, the peaceful existence you enjoyed so much before this ordeal began. I mean, we can go back to the complex? Is there even a complex for us to return to? Or have those monsters already destroyed it? Oh no, it's doing fine. There's no danger of the invaders attacking the Tokyo residential complex again. Right now, they're focused entirely on this school instead. But that begs the question, why did they attack at all then? What was special about that incident? Whatever you've got stowed away in here is that important to them, huh? You've told us a lot, but there's one detail you seem determined to keep from us. Don't make me ask again. What exactly is it we're protecting, and why would losing it mean the end of humanity?
Yeah.
Those are some good questions. Perceptive as always, Shizuhara. One more thing. If this mission is as important as you say, why would you assign it to such a small group? We're civilians without any significant combat experience. The only one here who can put up a decent fight is me. Don't hold back, do you? Another excellent question, and I'd love to give you a detailed, comprehensive answer to go with it. But that's all highly classified information, and so long as even one of you refuses to fight, that's the way it's gonna stay. What? Explain yourself. If you really want to know more about your mission or why you were chosen for it, there's just one path open to you, Shizuhara. And that's for you and the other brave souls from the fighters group to convince these lily-livered panty-waists to join in the war effort too. Now you want them to do your dirty work for you? It's just one underhanded trick after another.
Huh?
It's not like I'm doing this to yank your chains. That's just a fun bonus. My preliminary goal is to get all of you out there on the battlefield fighting the good fight.
Oh.
The invader forces are only going to get stronger from here on out, so I need all of you to be in tip-top condition, too. Without another word, Sirai hopped off of his chair and strolled leisurely toward the door. Where are you going? I was going to go drop a deuce and hit the hay. Why, you want to come watch? You actually have realistic body functions? She is fascinated with him. I suggest you get an early night tonight. You need to give your bodies time to recover after a fierce battle like today's. You never know when the next attack is gonna happen. The next attack. This wasn't the first time I had to face those monsters, and it won't be the last either. They'll keep coming back to attack the school again and again. Every time we'll have to put our lives on the line and maybe even experience the pain of death firsthand. That threat will be hanging over us constantly for the next 100 days. Will I be able to stay sane for that long? Molly is trying to be friendly with Ember. Let's see how long Ember tolerates this. Will I even be the same person at the end of those 100 days? Where are we supposed to sleep anyway? You want us all to huddle on the floor together? There's no need for that. I've prepared luxurious individual suites for all of you. You'll find them on the rooftop. At least we get our own rooms. I was starting to worry about that. We're all at that delicate age after all. And if I left you guys alone, you'll be rutting like rabbits in no time. That true? Is kinky group sex some kind of high school rite of passage?
Oh!
You need to stop taking what he's saying so seriously, sister dearest.
Hey!
Go find your rooms, settle in, and think hard about what you're going to do from here on. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your lives. What did he mean? What's there to think about? I think it's his way as a way of encouraging you guys to join the fight. Come on, do it. Do it. Just pretend like you're an anti-PK hunting down griefers like a boss. Look, I'm just a regular guy. I can't flip a switch and go psycho. We're immortal here. What's there to be scared of? Sure, getting killed hurts, but you can come right back after. You know, some people don't ride roller coasters even though everyone knows they're perfectly safe. It's like that, except even more so since there's actual danger in this case. You do realize your decision also affects the rest of us. We're being denied important information because of your cowardice. I know, pretty much everything I do has a negative effect on the people around me. The world would be better off if I'd never been born.
Huh?
Our obligatory word from Droopy Dog here. I don't see why we should be expected to fight for the first place. Shouldn't protecting humanity be left up to science nerds and army jocks? Right. Why us? I haven't been even solved my first mystery yet. Besides, once people start talking about the future of humanity, I kinda tune out. It's too big for me to wrap my head around. The lack of imagination is a serious shortcoming. You'll never survive this if you don't learn to adapt. I get where Tsubasa is coming from, though. Yesterday was just another normal day. Now I'm risking my life fighting monsters who want to destroy the world. Part of me is still having trouble accepting any of this is real. Something tells me this little round table we've got here isn't going anywhere. How about we call it a day? After that victory feast, I'm about ready to slip into a food coma. Same here. Dying really takes it out of you. We really gotta stay here a whole 100 days? I've only been here for one and I'm already sick of the place. I have my fair share of concerns too. Surai said we were living together, but we're basically prisoners here. You sure you're alright? Please, don't worry about me. The symptoms, they come and go. But I agree, we should rest for now. A good night's sleep will help us focus better tomorrow. Well, with everything that's happened, I doubt we'll be able to get to sleep. Unable to dispel the oppressive atmosphere, everyone gradually wandered out of the cafeteria. Should get going too. Apparently our rooms are up on the roof. Checking something. Buttons, okay. Is it just me, or is it a really strange place to put them? Progress time. Icons for each person. There's Tsubasa. There's Depressing Boy. There are the twins. Each person has a logo somewhere in their body. I believe this is Crazy Girl. Okay. Seems like I can't teleport. We've got little cabins like Danganronpa 2 did. No ceiling. That alone was a weird enough sight. Very high-tech portable homes. The prefab huts intended to serve as our rooms seemed almost normal in comparison. I mean, almost normal, but you might as well have called them space prefab huts, you know? Each hut was adorned with a metal plate bearing the name of one of our group.
Huh.
No doubt about it, this is where we're meant to stay. Looks like your room is right in the middle, Mr. Sumino. For convenient access to the others for socialization. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Huh.
There are a lot more rooms than there are people. I wonder what the others are for. Didn't notice that. Think there's some reason behind it? They're probably just spares, nothing worth getting worked up about. What's the meaning of this? There has to be a mistake. This is a travesty, an outrage. He's in a separate room from his sister. My dear sister and I have been assigned separate rooms. Someone's trying to obstruct our pure, sweet sibling ties. They're just trying to tamp down the creepy a bit.
Huh?
You must be just as devastated as I am, sister dearest. You'd feel much better having your brother dearest by your side, wouldn't you? I think it's fine for us to be apart now and then. Sleeping in different rooms for a while isn't going to hurt. But really don't get these two at all. I mean, I think two is saying it wrong. It's I really don't get him at all. She seems relatively normal if sheltered. And perhaps she's only sheltered by the fact that, like, the rest of the world probably, you know, distorts away from him like anti-gravity.
Huh.
Bit of a repeat from what they were saying. It's our room. No, let's go back to your room. Okay, there's brickwork, but from the exterior, it's all like sheet metal and techno, you know? It's my room, huh? It's nicer than I thought it'd be. There I go again, being positive for all the wrong reasons. Maybe it's wallpaper, you know? Faux brick. A facade. Exhausted, I kicked off my shoes and climbed into bed without further delay.
Hey!
Hate to admit it, but it was actually more comfy than my own bed back home. The moment I lay down, the day's activities seemed to catch up with me all at once. Being thrust into this unfamiliar world, confronted with so many harrowing truths, had completely drained me. My average mundane life had been ripped away from me, and I was at the mercy of forces beyond my control. I was like a tiny rowing boat tossed around on a vast ocean. Every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I was in no position to resist. The oblivion of sleep would be a blessing at this point. Within a few seconds, everything went black. And so ended my first day at Last Defense Academy. If I woke up tomorrow to find it had all been a dream, that would be fine with me. In fact, that was the best case scenario I could imagine. Maybe in the morning everything would be back to normal. I'd go downstairs to the living room, say goodbye to my dad as he leaves for work. Mom would be there, and Karua too. Day 2.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
They are very intentionally doing imagery that is parallel to Danganronpa. This is very similar to, very similar to Monokuma's greeting in the morning.
Get ready for your second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Well, it's your second day, but technically your first morning, so let's start it off on the right foot! I've prepared a fabulous breakfast banquet to give you plenty of energy and bloodlust for the day ahead! Everyone, make your way to the cafeteria, on the double!
Is that some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. Didn't like the sound of that give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. Hope he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. Guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any trouble. Okie doke. Let's get a save down here. we're going to wrap up there for today. I think we got to a good spot to do so. We're definitely going to play more of this. It's interesting. The tactical combat seems to be a interesting combination of, you know, puzzle and, like, you know, small scale strategy game. And that unobstructed, the enemy marches straight forward to hit the far wall, or they will divert to attack your characters. I'm sure there will be other varieties. You have to balance the use of AP with the different characters that are present, as well as their different types of abilities, like the biker being encouraged to move around a whole lot so that he can tank stuff and, like, you know, mire the enemy kind of thing. So there's that. It's inevitably, based on what I've seen, there is supposed to be the sort of, you know, talk and make friends aspect. I don't know what that will do. If I had to guess, it will probably end up being akin to the Danganronpa stuff, but with the idea that you unlock extra skills for them. This is my guess. That, you know, if you make friends, then they get better on the field, kind of thing. We'll see how that plays out, though. But again, we will see more of this. Not sure what the schedule is going to look like next week, as per usual. But we'll try to get some coding and more of this in. If you like what you saw and would like to see more, remember to like, comment, subscribe, drop me a comment. It'll help the channel grow and help me determine what kind of things you folks like and would like to see in the future. With that said, I hope the rest of your day is good, and I will see you next time.